moment in your life where everything that you built suddenly paused. Not slowly, not gently, but completely. A plan ends, a dream collapses, and the certainty disappears. And at that moment, it doesn't feel like poetry, it feels like fear. I am a dentist, I design smiles for my living, but my life has taught me something deeper that every transformation begins when something else ends. Let me take you back to my journey where everything truly began. So, right after completing my post graduation as an orthodontist, I got immediately appointed as an assistant professor in a very reputed medical college. For many, that would be destination, a respected position, a stable career, and a secure future. I believed the same. I thought life is set. But somewhere within me, there was quite unrest. I was grateful, but I was not fulfilled. I was progressing, but I was not expanding. And sometimes the most important endings of our lives, they are not forced on us, but are chosen by us. So after working for some time, I made a decision which felt both terrifying and necessary at that point. I resigned. Me and my husband together opened our very first dental clinic, not very big in size, just 600 square feet with a single dental chair. But a dream far bigger than the space that held it. And just when that dream opened its doors, the world shut its own. COVID struck. Patients stopped coming, income stopped, expenses did not, rent continued, equipment cost continued, responsibilities continued, and silence filled my clinic instead of patients. And that was my first real ending. The end of certainty, end of stability, and end of the plan that I thought I controlled. Frustrations grew, fear grew, questions grew, but something unexpected also began. With nothing to lose, I turned myself towards something I never really explored before: communication. I started speaking to people through social media. I began creating awareness about oral health. I began to challenge a belief that had always troubled me. For years, people have been reducing dentistry to just teeth. I mean, you seriously thought 8 years of undergraduation and post graduation and we study only about 32 teeth? No. So people forget the fact that mouth is the mirror of the entire body, and many diseases reveal their early signs in the mouth first. So whatever happens in your mouth doesn't stay confined there. It can travel to other places and can affect the health of the entire body. So I started speaking about how oral bacteria, they just don't stay in your mouth, they travel through bloodstream and can increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases like heart attack and stroke. How severe gum disease is often linked to premature delivery and low birth weight in babies and even preeclampsia in pregnant women. And how neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's is often linked to poor oral health. And I also spoke about how diabetes and gum disease, they do not just coexist, they intensify each other. So I shared the connections through facts, studies, and real experiences, and what started out of frustration became my purpose. People felt heard, people felt connected, and they started visiting my clinic not just as patients, but as people who trusted. And soon opportunities came I never really planned for: television interviews, newspaper features, podcasts, invitations to speak. An ending had quietly turned into a new beginning. Success returned, confidence returned, momentum returned, and with renewed hope, I expanded. I launched another clinic in the prime area of the city, and it felt like growth, it felt like progress, until life repeated its lesson. Chennai floods arrived. Water entered the clinic, expensive machines destroyed, infrastructure damaged, plans paused again, another ending. But by then, something inside me had changed. I no longer saw these endings as punishments. I began to see them as redirection. So I rebuilt again, this time not just a dental clinic, but a vision. Today, I stand before you as a co founder of a full fledged dental hospital spanning over 3,000 square feet, designed with care, comfort, and infrastructure of a general hospital. Today, when patients walk in, they see a hospital. What they don't see is the story behind it. They don't see the empty clinics during COVID. They don't see the machines destroyed during floods. They don't see the days I ran between clinics trying to manage patients' uncertainties and responsibilities all at the same time. They don't see the failures, the waiting, the moments of doubt. And they don't see the challenges of building a dream while also embracing another beautiful journey of life, motherhood. Because life doesn't wait for our ambitions, it simply moves with them and becomes part of the story. When people see the results, they see success. But what truly built this place was resilience. And today, when I look back, I see a pattern. Whenever life closed something for me, I opened something within me. The end of security opened courage. The end of comfort opened creativity. And the end of certainty opened purpose. We often believe that beginnings require something new to be added, but more often, beginnings require something old to be released. Release control, release fear, release the idea that struggle means failure. Nature teaches us this quietly. A seed must break before it grows. A cocoon must dissolve before transformation, and a night must end before dawn. And yet, when life asks us to change, we resist. We ask, why is this happening to me? But the better question is, what is this preparing me for? Because endings carry information, they carry strength that we did not know we possessed. As a woman, a doctor, a mother, and an entrepreneur, I have lived through many endings, and each time I believed something was being taken away, but each time something greater was being built. Today, if you're facing an ending, a loss, a transition, an uncertainty that you did not choose, I want to share what my journey has taught me. So, to convert every ending into a grand beginning, there are three important things that we must remember. First, we need to be confident and not confused. Second, we should be persistent and not pessimistic. Third, we should be consistent and not complacent. And I think life is the same for everyone. Life tests. Life tests your capabilities, life tests your strength, and life tests you. And if you pass, trust me, life is going to reward you more than you had even planned for. So the next time life feels like it is taking something away from you, pause, breathe, look again. Because beginnings do not arrive loudly, they arrive quietly, disguised as endings. Thank you.